こんにちは、永井美楽塾へようこそ。
Welcome back to the Nippon Art Master Printmakers Series.
今回はですね、駒井哲郎さんを、バイリンガルで、本庄さんの方からお届けしたいんですけれども、その前に最初にこの日本アートプログラムについて改めてご紹介をいただきたいと思います。
My name is Honjo Satoko. Please call me Sophie. I will be your art interpreter. I'm the owner of the CreativeJourneyJapan, an independent travel agency in Tokyo. Today, I'm at Nagai Art Gallery in Ginza. This is the owner of the gallery, Mr.永井龍之介. In this program, I would like to invite you to join me as I navigate through the world of Japanese art. I would say Nippon art. Nippon means Japan in Japanese. I hope you will discover more about the artists and their works and develop an appreciation for the rich world of Nippon art. I'm an art lover, but still have much to learn when it comes to Nippon art. So I hope you will enjoy these videos and learn along with me.
それではですね、駒井哲郎さんについて本庄さんの方からご紹介いただきたいと思います。
Japan is known as the land of woodblock printing, or ukiyo-e, as it is known in Japan. It flourished between 17th and 19th century, but continues in contemporary Japanese printings even to this day. This time, we will have a look at one of the post-war printmakers,駒井哲郎, who was one of the great master printers, along with the likes of Munakata Shiko, Ikeda Masuo, and Hasegawa Kiyoshi. Before the Second World War, copper plate printings was not common in Japan. Woodblock printings was so well established that other techniques had not been widely adopted. It was Komai Tetsuro who pioneered copper printmakings in Japan. Komai first dreamed of becoming a copper printmaker artist when he was 14. When he saw Whistler, Munch on a magazine, and he was fascinated. He went on to fulfill this dream and once served international awards for his artwork. He taught young artists at universities in Japan, and some of his students went on to become a renowned artist in their own right. So why did Komai choose copper plate intaglio printings rather than much more common media such as watercolor or oil painting? He said that indirection of printmaking fascinated him as a child. Rather than painting directly onto the canvas, in printmaking, you engrave and etch the metal plate and use it to print the finished work. But even though every print comes from the same plate, no two prints are the same. So each one is the result of the chance interaction of the ink on the copper plate. So this fascinated Komai Tetsuro as a child. Komai Tetsuro had his own unique style that mixed with West and East and tradition with modern. However, he is not so well known outside of Japan, and I can see room for him and his works to be more highly appraised in the future. He was influenced by Whistler, Edmund Munch at 14, and all through his life he was an admirer of Rembrandt, Rudon, Paul Klee, and Hasegawa Kiyoshi. His academic background gave him a deep knowledge of literature, poetry, and music. He had friends in these fields and illustrated many of their works. He mentioned in his autobiography I encouraged myself by enjoying excellent literary work, poems, music, and a number of artworks in his solitude while he's working. So Komai Tetsuro was born into a wealthy family in Nipponbashi Bridge, Tokyo. From nursery school to high school, he attended very prestigious Keio University affiliated schools. He moved to the Tokyo Fine Arts School for his higher education in 1939. He chose to specialize in oil painting because there was no department of the printmaking at that time at the university. But he was interested in comprehensive art. So in 1947, he became a member of Ichibokukai, that's the prestigious members of the older printmakers in Japan. In 1948, and he joined the Nippon Printing Association. And in 1951, he won the prize both at Sao Paulo and at the second international print exhibition in Lugano, Switzerland. In 1959, he started teaching at the universities, and in 1972, he became a head professor of the printmaking in Tokyo Fine Art School. In 1976, he passed away, unfortunately at only 56 due to the cancer of tongue cancer. So let's move on to see his works now.
はい、それでは、駒井さんの作品をここに、紹介をしていきたいと思います。最初の作品、こちらの作品で、22歳の時に描かれたこれ足場というエッチングですね。初期の代表作ですね。
So let's have a look at individual works. So this work was done in 1942 when Komai Tetsuro was at 22, so very young. Was already his skill is good, and as he started copper printmaking at 14, so already the career as a printmaker was already 80 years. So the very small details and the carefully done etching. His home house was in Nipponbashi in Tokyo. That is along the riverside. So scaffoldings and all the houses were rebuilt and fall down and rebuilt, and lots of constructions, new constructions. It was a lively place at that time. This is very special work of him. I wonder how much it costs.
これはですね、本当に初期の代表作で、ほとんど実はマーケットで流通しないんですね。で、今回特別にお酒造家からお借りした作品なので、これはもう非売品です。
Unfortunately, this is not for sale. This is the special work, so we just borrowed to show you guys and from his relatives. So this is not for sale.
はい、次がですね、こちら小さな幻影という作品ですね。駒井さんが世界的に知られるようになった、第1回サンパウロビエンナーレの出品作「束の間の幻影」という作品があるんですが、そのシリーズの作品ということで、これ商品ですけど非常に珠玉の一点でですね、深い代表作と言っていいと思います。
This is a small piece. The title of this work is Small Phantoms. So it's related to the special award piece, Short-Lived Phantoms from the Sao Paulo Biennale. But this one, the Small Phantoms, is almost like when you have a look closer and you can see the sort of animals or phantoms almost coming out, as like a party going on there. So they come out. They are like very real, very real, cute, very cute work. Would you like to know the price for this?
でこちらの作品はですね、銅版画のそのアクアチントエッチングという技法で作られていて、これ限定30部しかない中の1点で、しかもこれも本当にめったにマーケットに出ませんので、 これもご所蔵家から特別に借りた、非売品なんです。
This is one of the 30, only 30 editions and not for sale. But you can come and visit us and see this real.
次はこちらの作品、これ教会の横という作品なんですけれども、駒井さんがそのパリに留学をされます。パリのエコール・デ・ボザール、国立美術学校ですね。で学んでそれを技法に生かしたドライポイントエングレービングという技法で作られたこれ教会を正面から描いた作品なんですけど、パリ留学時代を代表する作品ですね。
This work was done in 1954 when he was studying in Paris. So he attended the school called the Beaux-Arts and learned the dry point, which is unusual among the other his works. Beside the church, and you can see the European style, the rock, very hard and solid material, the stone church, and he put in center the very soft tree, little tree, maybe I think winter, no leaves, but the very lively, tree is in center. So contrast of the solid material of the stone and the lively without leaves tree in center. So his charm is there. I guess we don't sell this, do we?
いや、これは売るんです。で、これ限定25部しかないんですけれども、今回50万円という値段ですね。
Yes, we do. We can sell, and we sell 550,000 yen.
次の作品はこちらなんですけれども、実は駒井さんというといろんな詩人との詩画集をかなりいろいろ作られているんですが、その中の一点で安藤嗣夫さんという詩人が作られた詩に対する回答というか作品なんですね。でタイトルこの残雪譜人それを呼んで反歌というシリーズ16点の中の一作なんですね。でここに書かれているのがその安藤嗣夫さんの詩に出てくるんですけれども、高麗茶碗、朝鮮半島で使われていたお茶碗、日本ではお茶の世界で使われるんですけど、そこに出てくるその色ですね、それが日本のその琵琶の色に似ている、琵琶色に似ていると。でその琵琶の色のイメージとその安藤さんが幼少期に過ごされたその中国地方の春のイメージ、いわば残雪、残った雪のイメージを重ねて、実はそれがこういう色の世界になったということで、それに対して駒井さんがこういう絵を残された作品の一点なんですね。
As I previously mentioned, Komai Tetsuro went to the academic school, so he had a lot of friends, literature, poet. This work especially is for a poet, for his friend Mr. Ando, poet, and he composed some poems, and this work is for his poems. A poem of lingering snow. Lingering, it's kind of a little bit snowy, little lingering snow. And the poem of Mr. Ando was about the China cup for tea ceremony in Japan. The color of the China cup is described in the poem. Mr. Komai Tetsuro matched the color in the poem and his work. So its image is like the beginning of the spring. So very deep color and warm feeling. You feel really warm feeling by seeing it. How much is this?
はい、これはですね、詩画集の作品ということで限定60部、これです30万円です。
It's edition 60 among 60 330,000 yen.
はい、次がですねこちらの作品で、これ岩礁にてという作品です。でおそらく駒井さんのイメージ、駒井さんの最もポピュラーなイメージの作品で代表作の一点ですね。
This is one of his representative work on the reef. you can see the blue sea, very beautiful aqua blue. You can see and bubbles in there and creatures. This is definitely a fish, but the other creatures, but they are alive, but I don't know what they are. It's like when you dream, sometimes you dream in swimming in the sea, and you may come across this kind of view. It's a very dreamy work. I wonder if we are selling this or not.
これはですね、本当にポピュラーな作品で、人気の作品ということで、実は限定500部作られてます、なんですけど、作品はこれ今回30万円で発表しています。
This is one of the best seller of Komai Tetsuro, and we are selling this 330,000 yen this time.
ここからはですね、非常に貴重な作品です。こちらの作品、これも亡くなった年に作られたものなんですけれども、生物2という作品ですね。
This is very special work. This work was done when he passed away. So just before he passed away, he created this.
で、これ生物というタイトルなんですけれども、具体的なものを描いたというよりも、この色の美しさですね、このエメラルドグリーンの美しさをこの黒という中に漆黒の闇の中に光のようにね出てくる絵としての美しさ、色色彩の美しさを見事に実は引き出した、これは名品です。
The title still, but if you have a closer look, you see the deep color of blue, like I could say teal green, very deep, complicated, deep green, teal green. And in center, each of the circle in center have got a different color. You feel different texture. So special work. So how many do we have editions?
これがですね、またもっと貴重なのは、いわばその EA アーティストプルーフですね、作家所蔵として6枚作られた中の1点なんですけど、もともと販売をするということを前提としていない作品ですから、おそらくこれがマーケットに出るのは本邦初めてだと思います。そういう意味で非常に貴重な作品ですので、これ150万円という値段です。
So this is only 6 editions exist in the world, and from the beginning, this work was not down for sale. So very special work. But this time we are selling this 1,500,000 yen.
まさにコレクターズアイテムと言っていいと思いますね。
One of the very special collectors, Komai Tetsuro's work for you.
はい、駒井さんのこれ最後の作品、まさに鳥を飾るにふさわしい作品なんですけれども、これ1972年に新潮という雑誌があるんですけれど、毎号ですね、毎月、駒井さんの作品が表紙を飾りました。その中の11月号の表紙を飾った作品で、これはモノタイプ、実は一点物の銅版画なんです。これも本当に貴重な作品ですね。
This is the most special work of among all of this. This was done in 1972, originally for the magazine Shincho, so monthly magazine. He created the works for each month, and this is for November. So you can see the autumn color, the wood. So you feel like you can walk along the wood forever. So this is monotype. So only one exists in the world. So we are not selling this, are we?
これもですね、今回特別に販売できるということになりました。なかなか一点物ですからね、ほとんど人はこれ見る機会が今まで多分なかったと思うんですけれども、これスペシャルプライスでこれ300万円です。
So, but this time we can sell this, and only one exists in the world. 3 million for you.
ということで、今回駒井さんの作品をバイリンガルでお届けをさせていただきました。
Okay, so now any questions about the all the works Nippon art are welcome. And the works we have introduced on this video, you can purchase all the works introduced. So please feel free to contact with us. And the link of Nagai Art Gallery is posted down below. And don't forget to read Sophie's Nippon Art blog on CreativeJourneyJapan too.
最後までご視聴いただきありがとうございました。チャンネル登録をよろしくお願いします。
Thank you very much for watching the video clip Nippon Art. Please subscribe it.
次の動画もお楽しみに。